Assalamu alaikum. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إسرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين ربي لا تذرني فردا وأنت خير الوارثين حسبي الله لا إله إلا هو عليه توكلت وهو رب العرش العظيم وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. Inshallah, we will continue with the discussion on paradise. So we're looking at the verses from section Al-Insan, and we discussed last time about not losing hope, not giving up in whatever we are struggling in terms of our journey in this life, what we are here for in our purpose as well. And then the Quran gives the example, like it used the word sabaru, so we kind of broke it down in terms of have like steadfastness was one of the translations we kind of went with. Basically, not losing hope and just not falling into more trouble by accusing the Lord of the universe that something is defective in my creation. But whatever the way I am given, whatever I'm blessed with, all the blessings, the barakat that we discussed also last time, we should still strive and continue to do whatever we need to do. And we also discussed about the last verse was about the fruits being accessible at every moment to our desires, where the fruit is the symbol of the direct creation of God. Right? So all the seeds that promise the barakah of giving many trees bearing fruits for generations. So inshallah, we'll continue with the next few verses. So we stopped last time with the fruits hanging close, ready to be picked. So let's go to the next verse. They will be waited on with silver vessels and cups of crystal. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يطاف عليهم بآنيات من فضة وأكواب كانت قوارير. So circulated among them are vessels of silver and cups of pure crystal, and they will be waited upon with vessels of silver and goblets that will seem to be crystal. So more good news about paradise in terms of that are fruits that we desire, whatever we are looking for eternal satisfaction. So that should be inshallah there. And they will be weighted on with silver vessels and cups of crystal. Same thing in terms of being treated as like just the previous example mentioned about sitting on couches, being comfortable, not feeling too hot, not feeling too cold, that it's freezing or it's too hot, and whatever the best things that we like, right? So we are gonna be treated in that way. So they will be, so they are or they will be waited upon. So they will be served in the best whatever they're looking for, whatever they desire, according to their desires. Okay. Anything on this verse before we move to the next one? All right. So the next one gives more description. Crystalline silver filled precisely. Somebody's filling precisely as desired. Oops, I keep doing that. Clicking on it. Filled precisely as desired. قوارير من فضة قدر قدروها تقديرا. clear glasses made from silver according to their own measure, as desired, whereof alone with will determine. Oh, tying this one, that they will be served with silver and pure crystals, and then they will, according to whatever their desires are, filled precisely, not too much, not too less, but exactly what they want. So the examples used here, like silver and crystal, are something appealing to us, so that's why I think the examples are given in this way, right? All right, any other comment or thoughts on this? So these are all good news actually for us, which is like the physical descriptions of the Quran kind of gives us the feeling of happiness and pleasure. That's why it's so comforting to read these verses as well, in a way, right? So the example that was given before, like some person wants to recite this and everybody enjoys listening to these verses because they are full of good news that we should really should comfort, we should be like, they should comfort us in a way. Brother Ali, go ahead, please.
Thank you. Not only this verse that we are studying now, we see that the Quran speaks to me within my capacity, my expectations, and giving the example according to my living conditions. So, I mean, there is no need to talk whether really in the hereafter the uh, cups that we are going to drink will be crystalline liver or clear glasses, whatever translation you like, crystal-like of silver cups. There is no need to talk about it because all ghaibi matters, believing in God, believing in angels, believing in revelation. We have to watch out for the Quranic methodology, believing in angels hereafter, and also believing in the messengership, the messengers and messengership. They are all given or provided evidence taken from this world. Of course, the most important of it, messengership is not in the form of angels, but in the form of a human being like you and me. Now, revelation is described in the form of like rain is coming, reviving the earth. So the revelation is coming, reviving what is hidden in me. Of so amazing description of I have been trying to prepare for Solomon's story. So Hud says, I went to a people, Sheba or Seba, Sheba, they say it in English, people of Sheba. And Hud is speaking now. Look at the beauty of the description. Hutu says, they don't, I found them so strange. They don't believe in God or what is hidden, sorry, It doesn't say. They don't believe in the khab what is hidden in the earth that God is just taking it out. I mean, it is so amazing. For example, when you look at me, you will see my body. But what is in it? What is in my body? My spirit. When you look at a being, for an animal, a cat, for example, you see only meat. But cat has its own feelings, even intelligence. Uh, Limited doesn't matter, but he has his own psychology. If you like, he has his own, or the cat has its own spirit in it. In the creation, what is hidden there? In the existence of everything, manifestations of the qualities of their creator. You understand this? Then Hutu says, so I was so amazed at this verse. Uh, so Quran, by mentioning the earth, mountain, uh, all the names of the things mentioned by dates, grapes, pomegranate, and fruit, animals, different animals, names of the animals, and the sunset, sunrise, even night, evening, dark, uh, hovering of the light of the sun. All of them are description of this world, and we are expected to investigate them and what is hidden in the existence of the things and find out. So, belief in hereafter is described in physical terms, like the spring is created after winter, after the earth is died during winter, the spring is created, and everything seemingly dead started resurrected or being resurrected. Description. Uh, all these descriptions of subjects related to ghaib, description of Jannah, paradise, description of hell, uh, describe it in terms of physical beings. Here also we are seeing it. There is no need. There is no need to talk about whether we are going to be really given crystalline silver cups, or what does it mean? Of course, we have to understand it. We have to understand that God is speaking to us, giving news about subjects related to ghaib. Of course, we take a lesson from it when we are speaking to our own selves or to other people while we are talking about ghaib, belief in ghaib. Any matter related to belief is ghaib. Otherwise, knowledge, not belief. So it will be knowledge. So we have to give physical evidence, physical descriptions. That is the method of the Quran. Another method of the method that we have to pay attention, the Prophet Muhammad's narrations, hadith narrations, must be read accordingly. That is very important and priceless. Prophet Muhammad speaks to people with physical forms of belief matters. Physical forms of belief matter. Describes paradise, describes hell, describes ascension in physical forms. And what else? Describe it good and bad in physical forms. Give us example in physical forms of everything. And if we are not careful, we think that the prophet is talking about that particular physical thing. No, it is just like the Quran. It is just like my own existence. I appear to be in physical form, but I am not physical form. I have to see what is hidden in it. It is very interesting. Inshallah, we will pay attention to this. When read the physical description of paradise here, bearing in mind this point, inshallah.
So the physical description describes the ghaibi part. That's what I'm seeing, right?
What point did you say?
The physical description describes the ghaibi, the
Ghaibi,
ghaibi, yeah, ghaibi,
ghaibi, yeah. It means beyond physical being. You
right.
know,
So what we experience here is also like the qualities that we are seeing manifested in the physical beings, but so the Quran still gives the physical, so that we have to look understand the belief related aspects.
now, what does it represent in ghaibi form? Always what we should do, multiplied by infinite. Multiplied by infinite. Although Quran gives numbers, and I am amazed about the Quranic language. So Quran says, if you believe in God, if you are 10 people, you will overcome 20 people. If you believe in God, if you are 1,000 people in another context, you will overcome, if you believe in God, 2,000 people. These are not numbers, really. It means according to the strength of your determinants, your uh, what is the word? Your resolution. I am going to do it. You can overcome more than one. For example, pay attention to your life. If you say, I am going to do a work which takes 10 minutes, right? And I have an hour. Really, you take your time. That's what I do. I take my time, do this, do that. At the end, I found myself, even I didn't have 10 minutes for this. But if I have two jobs, make it easy. Two jobs to be done. Each of them, it takes 10 and 10 minutes. It means 20 minutes. And I have only 15 minutes. Look at the analogy now. I have 15 minutes, but I have to do a job which two jobs requires 20 minutes. So what you do now, you really try your best, and believe me, you will finish this 20 minutes expected job less than 15 minutes. If you say I have an hour, and it will cover all 1 hour. Try and see this one. I'm sure you are aware of it. So determinants is advised for the believers. If you believe, you can do double of what you can do normally. Just trust God, and you said that I have to do it, I can do it, and I will do it and you do it. But if I have my time, then it happens to me always. I think everybody has this experience. Thank you.
Thank you. This is gold, actually. Inshallah, let's try this. Let's do it. Let's go. All right. Let's look at the next verse.
Now, excuse me,
Yeah.
just say one thing. Satan
Uh-huh.
feels the empty, empty time. Did you get it?
So the distractions we get is like Satan filling the empty time.
That is the description. If you have free time, it means you are exposed to Satan's inspirations. We should have no free time. That's why in Islam there is no holiday, which is called ta'til. Ta'til. Now, there is no free time. Oh, Friday is our holiday. No, that's misconception. Friday is a holiday, not the day that we don't work. No, the day that we get together to pray and khutbah, Friday prayer. That's it. There is no holiday. There is no retirement in Islam. That is very interesting. You cannot say, I'm retired. No. Until we die, we have to do and do what we can do at the best level, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you for sharing that. Inshallah. Let's do that. Okay. So, and they will be given a drink of pure wine flavored with ginger, or a drink mixed with ginger, or drink of a cup flavored with ginger. Oh, zanjabila. That's ginger. ويسقون فيها كأسا كان مزاجها زنجيلا. زنجبيلا. Zanjabil. Okay, so continuing with the physical descriptions of, so for us to look for the belief aspects in them. From a spring they're called Salsabil, or whose name is Seek Thy Way, or the straight way, I think, or Inan fiha tus tusamma salsabila. Is there a reason for calling it Samma Salsabila? Summa, tasamma, tusamma. Oops. Sounds good and delicious, so the physical descriptions from things of this universe and points to the manifestation of qualities in infinite form. Correct, multiply them by infinity. Yes. All right. They will be waited on by eternal youths. If you saw them, you would think they were scattered pearls. ويطوف عليهم ولدان مخلدون إذا رأيتهم حسب حسبتهم لؤلؤا منثورا. Immortal youths. So what does seek your way mean in the previous verse? All right, we can discuss that. Seek thy way, or whose name is Salsabil. Any significance of Salsabil is the question. To seek thy way. Whatever your desire, I would say, right? Endless, multiply the spring by infinite. Oops, again. Any other comments or thoughts on these few verses? Spring called Salsabil. Yeah, mostly it's called nectar. Find your way to them. So some looking at some of the other translations, as it flows smoothly, continuously as they wish. Right. Right. So should we go to the next verse then? And if you looked around, you would see indescribable bliss and a vast kingdom. Vast kingdom. Yeah. وإذا رأيت ثم رأيت نعيما وملكا كبيرا. So infinite is what you will see. Vast kingdom, indescribable bliss, peace and tranquility and eternal satisfaction. Mulkan kabira. Na'iman. All right, let's go to the next one. The virtuous will be dressed in garments of fine green silk and rich brocade, and adorned with bracelets of silver, and their Lord will give them a purifying drink. So fully treated by your Lord. Alayhi, Ali, alayya, alayhum. What is this? Siyabus sundusin, khudrun wa istabrak, wa hullus asawira min fiddate wa sakahum rabbuhum sharaba. Purifying drink. Okay. And they will be told, all this is surely a reward for you. Your striving has been appreciated. So striving, endeavor, your efforts. So all they will be good news of this is a reward for you. إن هذا كان لكم جزاء وكان سعيكم مشكورا. Okay. Any additions anybody would like to make on these verses? Rich brocade, bliss, vast kingdom. All this will be for you. Reward. Indeed, it is we who have revealed the Quran to you, O Prophet, in stages. Feels like the subject changed a little bit. It is we who have sent down the Quran to you in gradual revelations. It is we who have bestowed from on high this Quran, step by step, truly a bestowal from on high. Inna nahnu nazzalna alayka al-Qur'ana tanzila. Right, so by giving the descriptions of paradise, and now it's bringing the topic back to the creation of human and then the Quran being revealed in gradual revelations. So that's the important part, in stages. Right. Quran Tanzila. So any comments on this verse, on the stage by stage revelation? So we learn gradually in a way. Yeah, brotherly, go ahead.
Now, I think, I'm sorry, I was busy to find out this verse, and Alhamdulillah, I found out. Uh, 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 كان لكم جزاء وكان سعيكم مشكورا. Yeah, two verses we start from an ayah when you do step by step. No, before this, before, and no, yeah. They will green, broke. Let's after this one, yeah. No, after this one, إن هذا كان لكم جزاء وكان سعيكم مشكورا. So, how do they translate it? This is the reward for you. Your efforts are well appreciated, having been, yes, the same thing. You endeavor is God goodly. Yeah, meshkura. Now, your sa'i, هذا كان لكم جزاء, for those who deserve paradise or rewarded with paradise, deserve uh, this paradise. This is the وَكَانَ سَعْيُكُمْ مَشْكُورًا. Now we can read this verse in two ways. Your striving or your efforts are well appreciated. Now we should take it this one, that my effort will be appreciated, which is correct. But at the same time, I have to have the relationship with my creator in such a way that uh, it will deserve to be appreciated. If I do a bad job, I will know that it doesn't deserve to be appreciated. But the bad job means my relationship with my creator. If I practice my relationship with my creator in this world so loosely, the low quality, let's say, well, I don't know how to measure the quality of worship, but if I am not very attentive in my, not only in my prayer, in my whole life, connecting to its source, to God, the Creator, if I am not really attentive about it and careful about it, I know that it is not to be appreciated. I'm doing a bad job. I am doing a bad job. So, if you want to be appreciated, now as everybody is doing something, so let's say I am working for a company. If I want to be appreciated, what am I expected to do? Answer. What am I expected to do? I want to be appreciated.
Excel in your work. Do a good job.
Exactly. Now we have to read this verse also in this way. إن هذا كان لكم جزاء وكان سعيكم مشكورا. This is a reward for you because your effort, let's read it in this way, because your effort was or deserved to be appreciated because you excelled in your work. So, in our relationship with God, we have to read this verse for ourselves also. That is what I just wanted to share my understanding of this word. When I read this word, it always says, yeah, God says, I am going to appreciate your work, but have you presented a work which deserves to be appreciated? Pay attention to yourself. Now, I found the verse. Shall I share it?
Yes, please, you can replace it. Yes.
Okay, I will replace it. This one, isn't it? Yeah. Now, this is an سجدة آية. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألا يسجدوا لله الذي يخرج الخبأ في السماوات والأرض ويعلم ما تخفون وما تعلنون. Let's read one of the translation. Let me go over it quickly, which one is better clear. You know, we have to know that Assad really makes a real translation, but it is not easy to read in English. You have to reflect on it. But the basic translation is Assad's translation. But for practical reason, because we are going to talk about it, I read only practical, easy to understand and follow in English. So, should they not worship God who brings forth what is hidden in the heavens and earth? That is the point. And knows both what you people conceal and what you declare. This is the beauty of the Quran, ties up the subject. For example, how do I know that? Of course, it is obvious, but how do I know that what is passing in my imagination, what's going on in my mind? How God creates my body, but can He really know it? And He says, first, you have to define God properly. What is that? Because He is the one. He brings forth what is hidden in the heavens and earth. It means you can find the traces, signs of God, which are hidden in the heavens and earth. You should discover it. You should discover it because everything in this creation is covered up, encompassed, if you are like, wrapped up in physical form. Everything. That is why the deniers or disbelievers didn't believe in the prophet at first. They hesitated a lot. How a man can get the message from God and produce it and present it to us? He is just uh, flesh and bone. How can he do it? That's why they saw the body only. Of course, that's an interesting subject, the creation of or the Adam, Satan, Iblis, and angel relationship described uh, in the story of Adam. It is repeated, I don't know how many times. Maybe, I don't know, but maybe three, four times, five, maybe six times in the Quran. Same scenery, quite a number. I mean, not only one or twice, more than this, repeated in the Quran because it is very essential. Iblis said, now, uh, angels said first, he's going to cause corruption in the world by looking at the physical, egotistic side of human beings, not the capacity of human spirit, but just ego of human spirit. So they saw it in the negative way, and they asked God, why do you create this? He's going to do something wrong. And after spirit is given and blown in, and the names of God, the tools to recognize the names of God is installed in the body of human beings, they prostrated. It means all universe is going to serve this creature, human being now. But prostration of angels, what? Angelic side of the universe will serve human beings. Then Satan or Iblis in that scenario, still in that description, is called Iblis. After coming to the earth, it will be called Satan. Satan. Now, Iblis compared the body of human being with his body and said that fire is superior creature. He didn't say, I created myself. He said, God created me with a superior material than earth. Why should I worship him? Now, if anybody looks at the material side of existence, they never see what is hidden in it, angelic side in it. But angels saw it, Iblis didn't see it. This is the example presented to us. So God is described here. He brings forth what is hidden in the heavens and earth. I will read it. Do you follow it here? Now, I will read it. I can find God as hidden in heavens and earth. Where? Quality wise. In the creation of heavens and earth, I can find God. So the one who is known to me in the hidden side of the creation definitely knows me as my creator, my hidden side as well. And continues, you people, God knows both what you people conceal and what you declare. Everything. Because he is the one who introduced himself through the hidden side of heaven and earth. So always we are expected to see. For example, I can say, this is a cat. No, this is not a cat. What you see is flesh and bone is not a cat. Cat, if you like, I don't know whether how right the language is. What makes a cat cat? It means catness, humanity rather than my body. Human reality, humanness, humanity. We have to, unless we see the cat in its catness, then we will bring forth. um, how is it translate this one? Brings forth. All of them translated it khab'a. So khab'a, yukhrijul khab'a. Whatever is covered, wrapped up by flesh and bone or material appearance of it. That is what God brings out. It means, if you like, introduces himself to you through the hidden side of the creation. What is in it? We call it angelic side. That's beautiful. I was excited when I was studying these verses. Thank you. I just wanted to share it.
Indeed, it's exciting actually. So you can find God within the qualities that we observe in these hidden in the creation.
Hidden,
Yeah,
hidden side of the creation. But
right.
we can find it. Because we have the tools which discovers the hidden side of the creation. My teeth, my tongue, my stomach eats for example, a fruit. But my spirit eats what? Hidden side of the spirit, the hidden side of the fruit. That's why we have to utilize our spirit, not only our teeth, our mouth. Our spirit must be engaged with the hidden side, while my tongue or my tooth is engaging with the physical appearance. That is the only way to be on the right track.
Inshallah. So this is a Sijda verse, right? Yeah. يسجد لله الذي يخرج الحب. Thank you for sharing, bro. السماوات والأرض ويعلم ما تخفون وما تعلنون. Inshallah. All right, I'm going to replace the current share. So Faria is asking what's such the verse. So you after realizing one only can prostrate what's going on in the verse, what is the messages in the verse.
As far as I know, it is the Sajda word. After the class, you can make it your Sajda, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay. All right, so we'll continue with the efforts, whatever we put in, is basically rewarded accordingly, how much we strive for. So as you sow, so shall you reap. The next one is, indeed, it is we who have revealed the Quran to you in stages, so we went over that as well. Gradual education of the human being, or just what's the gradual creation in the universe. Day by day, things change, so we learn gradually as well. Then, so be patient with your Lord's decree, and do not yield to any evildoer or staunch disbeliever from among them. فاصبر لحكم ربك ولا تطيع منهم عاصما أو كفورا. Await then in all patience. So the sabr word is here used here as well by your sustenance, Lord's decree. Here's judgment. Hukum. Hukum. Okay, that could be his decree, his will. Any comment on this verse? Brother Ali, please go ahead.
You see the relationship, uh, the verse
The previous one?
and this one.
Right, the striving for whatever.
Now, the previous verse was what?
Oh, the Quran being in gradual stage.
Revealed gradually, educating you gradually. We are learning gradually, correct?
Correct.
Now, and the universe is created gradually. The things are growing gradually. Now, and now, as a result, فَاصْبِرْ لِحُكْمِ whatever God decree, what it means, whatever God creates. So take an education through the gradual creation, pay attention to it, and uh, try to understand the reality. And those who are sinning, it means, sinning means not taking notice of it or denying. Sinners, what do they, in this context, sinning means not really taking notice of the revelation, how this education is taking place, and denying the truth, denying. Don't pay attention to it. Just continue educating yourself step by step. Don't expect sudden change. Quran is educating you step by step, gradual. You are learning gradual. We see that the companions also were trained gradually. The Prophet, uh, under the guidance of the Quran, realized what is right, what is wrong, learned what's right, what is wrong, and transfer it, apply it to in his life, and transfer it to the people around them. So we have to follow always gradual. We cannot expect anyone to change overnight. So we understand that uh, some scholars, not very few, a lot of scholars reading the Quran literally, they say Quran is uh, abrogating previous rules, previous decrees. No, it is not abrogating. It is gradual training, educating. So we do also. For example, let's say the first time somebody is introduced to Islam, what will you say? Ah, let's go to the community congregation Friday. Let's see that. Start from Friday. And then look at him, whether he can really do, when he comes back from home in the evening, when you get back from your work now, and just get there, relax, have your dinner, and why don't you try to connect with God? You don't know Fatiha, all right, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I am doing. So I am giving fatwa to pray without reciting Fatiha. Do you understand? We cannot say that without Fatiha, your prayer is not accepted. Encouraging, gradual, slowly, introduce. What we do, we just expect a person embrace Islam. You have to do everything. It is against the way human beings are created, the way the universe is created, the way the Quran is revealed, the way the Prophet educated the people around him. It is completely misunderstanding of the Quranic. claiming that this verse is abrogated, this verse is abrogated. Of course, there is a Quran says we nesakh but bring anyone. It means when you teach a person, let's say uh, a language, you are teaching a person Arabic, let's say, inshallah, one day you will teach Arabic to people. So the Quranic Arabic. So what you do now? First, you introduce the letters, and as the person learns it, you abrogate the previous method of teaching, go into what? Introducing the words and introducing the sentences. Go there and writing a paragraph. Uh, It takes years. You know, the first year primary school students cannot write a paragraph in a year. That is how human beings are created. So when you go to the, let's say, college level, all the previous education levels have been abrogated. Now you are college student. It is not valid for you, but it is still valid. Primary school curriculum is still valid for primary school students. It is not valid for you. That's what I understand. This graduality of the reality of the creation is very essential to understand some matters seriously, and especially education. A side of the Quran is seriously, inshallah.
Inshallah, thank you. All right, let's go to the next one. واذكر اسم ربك بكرة وأصيلا. Always remember the name of your Lord morning and evening. Or bear in mind, remember to call. So be aware of it, be conscious of it. Every moment, I would think, morning and evening, referring to your whole day.
Whenever you encounter a new creation for you, it is something different, something different.
So every moment is a new creation. So, yep.
But, but I cannot do that. That's why 5 times a day, not 50 times a day.
Inshallah.
It is ideal, but uh, uh, we have to be realistic. Yeah.
So this is a reminder that keeps.
Yeah, but morning is the change of the creation completely. Evening is the change of creation completely. That's why these two elements, as far as remembrance and prayers are created, morning and remember, as far as the prayer, remembrance are concerned, morning and evening is the most often repeated in the Quran. But when the sun rises, when the sun starts declining, these are one or twice. But morning and evening, yeah, a lot in the Quran. It means we have to pay attention to the main changes as far as you notice.
Inshallah. Whatever changes that we notice, inshallah. All right. So I think the time is up, so we can stop here, inshallah. We have a few verses left.
Following verse is related to this, and
Okay.
afterwards is a paragraph changes.
Okay. وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَاسْجُدْ لَهُ وَسَبِّهُ لَيْلًا طَوِيلًا. لَيْلًا طَوِيلًا. and prostrate before him during part of the night and glorify him long at night. وَبِاللَّيْلِ فَاسْجُدْ لَهُ وَسَبِّحْهُ. So prostrate before him during part of the night and glorify him long at night. So this related to this verse. Always remember the name of your Lord morning and evening. So whenever you see the change, and prostrate before him during that part. So your prayers on those on witnessing those changes, right?
Now, during the night, uh, prostrate before him during part of the night and glorify him long at night. What does it mean? Yeah, physically, we have to, physical life, we have to really spare sometimes at night. Start from two rekah, and you will see that you won't lose anything. That is the prayer night, tahajjud, night prayer is very important. For example, try yourself, inshallah, if you wake up at night. For example, you let's say you sleep in normal terms 8 hours uh, with no break, and you will wake up in the morning relaxed, satisfied, not tired. But one day 8 hours, one day 4 hours, one day 12 hours. No, it is not human life. It was unconscious people do that. But I'm sure we don't do that. Regular principles. So Muslim must have principles, inshallah. So 8 hours you pray and start waking up for tahajjud. Try this, inshallah. And spend, let's say you woke up and of course use the bathroom and make wudu and pray 2 hours and also do some reflections or recite one page from the Quran. Let's say you spent half an hour. So when you woke up again within 8 hours, it means you slept 7 hours, 30 minutes, correct? My calculation? Because you were awake in between 30 minutes.
Right.
Now, all right. You will feel same fitness, same clarity of mind, same strength, exactly as if you spent 8 hours. This is one point. Try and see. That is one point. This verse also says, of course, night always used in the Quran as a symbol, as a metaphor for Laylatul Qadr, like Laylatul Qadr. It means your spiritual life is in darkness. You have a problem. You are under stress. You are annoyed by something. Yeah? That is your night now. What this verse says, remember your God. Yeah, remember your God. Glorify your God. Just share us the verse, original verse. Yeah. Vezkur, vezkur, isme rabbike. Now, we cannot read the verse. Your now, vezkur isme rabbik. It means try to see the manifestations of the names of God in creation, and also following one. That is related, but following one is much clearer. Now, Now, وَمِنَ اللَّيْلِ فَاسْجُدْ لَهُ وَسَبِّحْهُ. Now, what does it mean? Prostrate before him. It means try to understand your position that you are a created being. First, admit it. Admit it before your creator. Admit that you need to be created. And وَسَبِّحْهُ, glorify the one who has created you. So if you want to overcome your darkness in your life, something problems, not you are not really able to see the reality, you are under the stress or disappointment, whatever you call it, any negative situation. First, we have to remember we are created beings. Sajda means, it doesn't mean that we shouldn't really do sajda. This is only what we have to do sajda, but what does it mean? It represents that, sajda represents, I am totally dependent on the will of my creator. I have no independent existence. And first وَسَبِّحُ, and try to understand how perfectly you are created, therefore how perfect your creator is. Try to understand this. Leylan tavila, as long as your problem, your how do you say it? Your stresses, unhappy moments continues. Try to remind yourself who you are in this world and who is your creator. Fasjud, prostrate, who you are. وَسَبِّحْ, who is your creator. Then you can overcome your problems, and inshallah the night darkness is becomes clear in Laylatul Qadr. Hatta, what was it? Ha, uh,
Matla'il Fajr.
Matla'il Fajr. Until you say, I am out of my stress. I am out of my meaninglessness. I am out of my feeling that I am alone in this world. No one appreciates me, or what am I going to do in this world? I'm going to die and disappear. All those fears, until all those fears go away, keep reminding yourself who you are, prostration, who your creator is, who can be your creator. It becomes very easy to get out of these problems or stresses. We can read it this way, but this is the meaning. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't wake up for tahajjud prayer. Tahajjud prayer is the practical side of it, inshallah. Jazakumullah. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Jazakallah khairan. Inshallah. So we'll continue inshallah, next time with the 27th verse. All right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma alamtana innaka anta al-alimul hakim. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati surat al-Fatiha. Inshallah. Thank you, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Inshallah.